Growing up, I always felt different from the people around me. They always seemed to know where they were going, what they were doing, their purpose, and they seemed to do it with confidence. They seemed to understand life, where I never felt any of that growing up. I always felt inherently alone. My head was hypercritical. Everything was a struggle. Everything was wrong. I got mixed up in some bad trouble, with police and drinking drugs, as well. I just went on this spiral of, and I couldn't see it. It was like I felt the world had turned on me, and I felt it was just trying to crush me. I came to a point where I was in such a hole that I couldn't see a way out. I don't know if I even wanted to see a way. I just wanted it to end. I just thought, if this is life, then I don't want to part out.
Now with climbing walls, it gives people the opportunity to train and develop the technical skills they need to climb at a very, very high level. Any sport or any activity, if you've got minor mental health issues, will help you. Anything that gets people out and gets them involved and takes their mind off what they're actually suffering, I think is very good for them. Climbing's possibly better than other activities for taking your mind off things, because when you're on the wall and when you're climbing, you think about nothing else.
Indoor climbing is becoming hugely popular, especially amongst young people. Vast numbers of people now taking part, and that's directly as a result of the facilities. I've been climbing really since I was a young teenager. Really, I started getting into climbing when I was 14, 15. Got interested, got passionate about it, got the bug, and had no thoughts at all of climbing Everest or even contemplated that at that stage whatsoever. Climbing has helped me enormously. I can't really imagine my life without climbing in a whole range of different ways. It's helped me develop as a person, and it was really only sort of late 80s, early 90s that I suppose we gathered enough experience of climbing, especially in the bigger mountains in the Himalayas, that it seemed at all possible to think about trying to put an expedition together to go to Everest. The experience of Everest was a fantastic experience, obviously, because we got to the top and everybody got on well together and nobody got hurt or injured seriously, and everybody came back.
So I went down to a new sports complex that just opened. They had a climbing wall. I've done a course, on a nightcast course. It's helped me on so many different levels. I've learned, just to breathe. It's one of the hardest things to do, is to do nothing, to relax and see what's what, But climbing helps me do that.
I've come across a lot of people who have found that climbing has given them a great focus and a great relief and a great way of de-stressing from things which are causing them difficulties. That's the great benefit of climbing, I've found over years, is that it's a great way of your mind being able to prioritise important things, and that to a large extent I think cleanses the mind in lots of ways. Well, it takes away a lot of that sort of distractions from what is important.
When you get on that wall, it's like there's nothing else there. It's like you don't want to fall, so your main concern is not falling, and trying to move yourself onto the next place and using the right techniques, the right footwork. It's very ego deflating, which is very good for me, especially with my head. Like that voice, it cuts it out. It's not there. I can grab my bag and go down and get on that wall. All my issues, all my problems, they just melt. They're just not there. They just melt away.
I'm just back from climbing an overhanging 50-metre bit of limestone in Spain, and you spend days, in fact almost the whole trip, and on the last day in the sun on a wet route I got to the top and it felt wonderful, and that's what it's all about. It's about trying really hard, being in beautiful places and achieving what you didn't think was possible for you at the start.
It's been the single activity that I've been involved with for the last 40 years, which has just given me such immense satisfaction and reward, and still does, and that's the great thing about it.
I'm so glad that I found it. Like I found that community. I'm so glad that I have people I can talk to. it helps me with my interaction. It keeps me grounded. It keeps me a part of, you know. And can't say enough. Can't say love climbing.